In this episode, we're going to talk about what equipment to use for your landscape business. My name is Anthony with the Landscape Business Mentor. I own and operate Anthony's Lawn Care and Landscaping. And in this episode, like I said, we're talking about what equipment to use. And we just picked up these Gravely's. But that's not the point. What I want to get into with this video is talking about if you're just starting off. There's different stages in your business where you get different equipment, and it's not always about what brand to get. I mean, brand's important, but let's say you're just starting off your business. You want to stay debt-free if you can. I mean, if you have good credit, you can finance a mower. But if you're just starting off and you only have 2 lawns, and you only think you can get up to 10 or 20 lawns that year, you can start with just a simple push mower for a few $100s. And you don't even have to start with lawn mowing. With the Landscape Business Mentor, I'm helping people get started or helping people improve their landscape businesses. But what you can do is just start with landscaping. You don't even need to start with lawn mowing. And while there is a lot of equipment you could buy for a landscape business, the most simple thing to do with a landscape business is to pull weeds out of landscape beds. And so if you're starting a landscape business, you can start that first and then start getting into a little bit of mowing and get a push mower. And I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I started with a push mower and a minivan, and the minivan was sold to me by my family for a cheap price, but then by the time I had it, it was only worth like $500, so I couldn't trade it in for a truck. So I used that for a couple of years, and to my surprise, none of my clients cared, and they hired me anyway, and I got a lot of work like that. And then I saved up, got a truck, and got a couple more push mowers and used that for a while. Then from there, after about 3 or 4 years, I financed actually a Gravely, my first Gravely, not these. These we just got yesterday. I love these. But the reason why I went with Gravely is because the dealer in my location will work on our Gravely's right away. So if something goes wrong with one of our mowers, we can bring them to the shop and they'll work on them basically same day. And they will also give us what's called a loaner mower, where they don't charge us and we can use one of their other mowers while they're working on ours. Now, there will sometimes be situations where they don't have a loaner mower and we rent one for a few days, but they have such a quick turnaround time on our equipment that it's okay, it works out. But if you buy your mower from a dealer who, if something goes wrong with your mower and they can't get it fixed for 6 weeks and they don't have a loaner mower for you and you have to rent a lawnmower for 6 weeks, that is going to eat into your profits and it just will not work. It doesn't work. So, some of the brands you can think about are Toro, Skag, Hustler, Gravely, other commercial mowers. As long as it's a good, dependable commercial mower when you're growing your lawn mowing side, it's okay. You just want it to be a nice commercial mower. But then after that, you really just want to think about, well, who's going to fix it when it goes down? Because there's going to be little issues here and there. And of course you could work on your own mowers, don't get me wrong. There a lot of these basic things, basic maintenance isn't that bad. Sharpening your blades, oil changing the hydros, or the hydraulic oil, stuff like that you can do. I mean, a lot of guys I know in the mowing business can just do everything with their mowers. They're really good at small engine repair. And that's the best situation really to be in, if you can work on your own mowers. But the catch to all that is then you're not out mowing lawns. And how do you make money? You get out there and mow lawns. If it's a quick fix, that's great. Obviously, it's better for you to work on it if you're going to be in a situation where they have your mower for 6 weeks. You don't want that. You'd be better off doing it yourself. But if you can have somebody else fix it for you and you can get a loaner mower or a rental mower, you can at least get out there and make money and keep your customers happy while somebody else fixes your mower. And that way, it's better time management, especially when you get bigger. In the early days, if you can fix all of your mowers, that's definitely the way to go. But as you get busier and your schedule's totally packed, and if you get big enough, you can have an in-house mechanic, which with my business, Anthony's Lawn Care and Landscaping, we have 2 mechanics that work for us in-house. And this is our new shop we just got. We're getting some security installed on it right now. It's about 20,000 square feet. We got ADT here. We got a couple of mowers here. And we have 3 other mowers we use as well. And, we have a Ferris. We have a little Skag we use that we've had since day one. It's a little walk behind. And we have a couple push mowers. And we have another Gravely Pro Stance. I love these Pro Stance mowers. And then for our we like to have a smaller mower to get into gates. So we got a 48-inch too. It can't get into all gates, but we got that 32-inch Skag as well. And Pro Stance also makes a 36-inch mower by Gravely. And they're great, dependable mowers. I've always loved Gravely. And, but there's just, like I said, there's different stages of your business where you can get different equipment. But when you're just starting off, and you don't have a lot of clientele, you can start off very affordably with your lawn mowing and landscape business. And as time goes on, you can get nicer equipment. I just see a lot of guys though, where right off the bat, they get the best trucks, the best mowers, the best everything, and they don't even have a lot of clients. And, it's a better use of your time and money if you focus more on getting more clients and building really great relationships with your clients. And they don't really mind what equipment you're using as long as it looks nice. As long as what you're doing is a great job, you're good to go. And that's really been our approach. We don't buy brand new trucks. We usually don't buy brand new mowers, but we did this time. I mean, we're getting bigger, we can afford it. And we also have so many accounts where we need really dependable mowers because we have so many contracts now. I mean, I've been doing it for 10 years, so I'm at that phase in the business. So, it's just something to think about, how just getting different equipment at different phases of your business. As you get bigger, it does make more sense to buy newer so you have, more dependability. But when it comes to trucks, I just see a lot of people waste a lot of money on the nicest equipment ever, years 2 and 3. I mean, I've been doing it for 10 years and I'm just now starting to get newer equipment. Because it just makes more financial sense to get the equipment that works. It does a good job, but it's not the newest. And that way you can pay your guys more too. And you can also spend a little bit more on advertising, and you can afford to have somebody that answers the phone for you. So you have really, really great customer service. That way you're not missing phone calls. I know a lot of landscapers that their voicemail box will be full and nobody can get a hold of them. You definitely don't want to be in that situation because you'll have a lot of missed opportunities and then you won't be able to grow, But if you have someone always answering your phone calls, text messages, emails, and then you can get back with those people, and then you can afford to maybe hire another estimator and grow the business. Right now I'm up to 23 employees, and we have 15 trucks. We have 2 bucket trucks. We do a lot of tree trimming, tree removal, just the whole 9 yards. But I remember when I was doing everything all by myself. And if you need help growing or starting your landscape business, I do a 30-minute free consultation, and you can give me a call anytime to set that up. Dayla will answer the phone, or I will if she's out of the office. And you can also send us an email, or you can visit our website, thelandscapebusinessmentor.com, or you can give us a call at 812-929-9463. And again, I'm Anthony with the Landscape Business Mentor and the owner of Anthony's Lawn Care and Landscaping. And I'd love to help you out. We also offer marketing services for other landscape companies. If you want help managing your social media pages or with your website and just getting more clients, I can definitely help you with that. So that's another thing that we offer, and I can go over pricing and all that with you during our call, or on a second call if you'd like to work together. But again, you can just give me a call anytime at 812-929-9463. Thank you. All right, and just a little bit of bonus content here. This was the first shop I ever used. It's not a shop. It's just a 50 square foot storage unit. And I had to use it because I had my lawn care business going while I was in an apartment complex. and that's what we had to use. So I actually didn't mind it at all. I was able to keep a lot of stuff in there and didn't have to put a bunch of stuff in my apartment. So it was right across the street from my apartment complex, and it was fine. Fast forward 10 years, and now we have, I'd say it's about 15,000 square feet. It could be 20,000 when you count the office space, and there's a little bit of space in the shop itself above the warehouse where we can put desks and store some equipment and all that good stuff. So this new shop is really nice. We can fit everything, and we can have all 23 of our employees operating out of it. This is a sad or funny story, depending on how you want to look at it. It was sad for me at the time. But here's a picture of some of the equipment I had back in 2017. I love Skag mowers as well. And I purchased a new Tiger Cat, brand new, or maybe it was a Tiger Cub. I think it was a Tiger Cat there, brand new. I absolutely loved that mower. It was the exact mower I wanted. And I bought that piece of equipment. I bought that zero-turn lawnmower a little too soon. And I didn't have enough money to get through the winter. And I knew that because I have a background in accounting a little bit. I didn't study, I don't have my degree in accounting, but I took a lot of accounting classes in high school and college because I studied business. And, you know, I knew that I wasn't going to have enough money to get through the winter. So I had to sell it, and it broke my heart to sell it because I absolutely loved that mower. But I knew in order to make it through the winter that year, I would have to. And I was right. And I did make it through the winter because my financial projections were correct. So I sold that mower, and I still had a few more mows left for the season. And I had leaf removal season coming up. But I knew I would get more money for it if I sold it. I think it was September, maybe early October. But I knew I would make more money from it than if I waited until January. So I sold it. And then I got a walk-behind mower that was absolutely terrible. It was a Lesco, and I have a picture of that coming up as well. And sometimes we just make these mistakes in business, and we just got to keep going and persevere. It's tough the first few years, and if your calculations are incorrect, you might have to sell a piece of equipment. It's not fun, but if that's what you have to do to stay in business, then that's what you have to do. So, you know, I learned my lesson from that, and I haven't had to sell a piece of equipment to make ends meet for 5 years because I go through the finances more thoroughly now. I was just excited and really wanted a nice mower sooner than I should have gotten one, and that's totally fine. But here's a picture of the Lesco I had to use for about a year. Yep, good old Lesco mower. And actually it striped really well, and the customers were happy. After the Lesco, I got another little Gravely, and True Value financed it for me, so that was great. And here's a picture of my old house. It's where we operated out of, and that's where we kept some of our mowers, just out of my garage. And I can't even believe we won Bloomington's Best Lawn Care that year, operating out of my little garage there. But, you know, we always did our best. We still do, and we take excellent care of our clients. And when it comes to equipment, that's what matters more, is your customer service and doing an excellent job. That will get you further than having the coolest trucks or the coolest lawnmowers. And that's just something to keep in mind. Here's a picture of our second truck. It was an old dump truck, a 1980 Custom Deluxe manual. And I had so much fun with that thing. I absolutely loved that truck. But when it was time to get another truck and we upgraded and got a dump trailer, I ended up selling it for what I bought it for. So that was great. I actually have an opportunity to buy it for what I sold it for again. And the guy that bought it from me is an awesome guy. And we're thinking about picking this back up because we love that truck. And I think we'll invest a little bit of money into it and make it something cool. Here's the two new mowers that we just bought that were in the video. And, you know, again, we went through Eligible True Value, really great company. We love working with them. And Gravely has always been reliable for us. So now we have 3 Graveleys and a Skag and a Ferris. This is just some of our equipment in our new shop. We're slowly moving everything in. We have a bucket truck there, brand new diesel on it. I know it looks a little rusty. We're going to sandblast it and paint it. And then we just got a couple of our pickup trucks here. We have 5 more trucks at our other shop that will eventually be in here or outside. But, you know, we're really loving this new shop, and we're just excited about everything. And thank you again for watching. And this is just a picture of me having some fun on Halloween in the good old dinosaur suit. Have a great day.